All right, you gonna make this? Just kind of, there we go. This is the Mini 14 I bought, okay? That is a 1 to 8 power scope that I put on it. I used the Picatinny rail that Ruger gave me. The rings were like, I don't think Ruger makes rings big enough for this kind of a scope, right? Now, this is not the first Mini 14 I've had. I've had like 3 of them in my lifetime, but this one here is really, my last one I had for quite a while. It was really nice, but it was chambered in 223, not 5.56, which meant all I could shoot in it was the 223 ammo. Now, 5.56 has got, a lot more gas pressure in there, so you can shoot heavier bullets. So this is the ranch version. It's got 18.5-inch barrel, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't know. This is a Banshee scope. It's, like I said, 1x8. And this one is chambered into 5.56. I just got it all put together. Really, besides mounting the scope, I put a different rail on the scope. As you can see, my operating rod right there. You can see it. It's exposed. The reason I did that is because Ruger, on theirs, they have that, I don't know, it kind of looks weird to me, but it comes out over this. And this part of it right here, let me see if I can grab it. Yeah, here we go. All right. If you can look, theirs is like this. There's no venting right through here, and just a little venting up through there. So the one that I ended up putting on there, it's got vents all the way down. Now, you might ask, why do I want vents all the way down? Simple. It cools it off better, okay? You've got a wood stock that this is sitting in. It's not like an AR, okay? It's a total different beast. It's technology from when I was younger. But anyway, this is really, really, I had my first range trip today. It's really going to be a nice rifle. I did not take a rest or anything like that. I will put some targets in there and a couple of little short videos I took at the range. Now, I did not prep. I prepped one magazine, not the other. I was actually waiting on some magazines. And so I don't know what you might call it. We always called it prepping a magazine. On steel magazines, on polymers, it's not that big of a deal. On my polymer magazines, I can just load it up to the max, take it out to the range, and it's going to shoot. Steel magazines are just a little bit different of a beast. Generally, to make these things run really well, you need to load them up and leave it set for a few days. Usually I leave it set for about a week before I take it out and shoot. And you're flawless when you do that. The one magazine that I did not prep, I had a failure to feed. Basically, it's because everything was too tight in there. So I took 2 rounds out and I ran it with 18 for a few times, and it ran perfect. So I've got a few more of those coming. I've, like I said, I took a few little short videos. Now, how you know you're getting a good matchup with your rifle, your rings, and the scope is when you put on, I don't know, they're like 14-inch targets, right? If you can put that out at 100 yards, and if you can touch the paper, which I barely did, mind you. I sneaked right out there. But my first 3-round group was at the very bottom of the target. I could see it. I did some adjusting within three trips down there. keep in mind, I didn't have spot and scope, right? So within three round groups, I got it pretty much up to a 0. Now, the 0 on a wood stock like this, it's going to change. It's not going to stay the same, especially in East Texas because of the high humidity, okay? I mean, well, here, you can tell my hair. So the high humidity for the first few times, then I'll tighten it up. Next time I go out, I will absolutely. Next time I go out, I'll take the rest and I can see what it will do. I'm pretty much going to make a guess that this would be an MOA rifle at 100 yards. Absolutely, there's no doubt. With the right ammo, which I'll never shoot because I'm not paying that much. Well, I'm cheap, honey. Yeah, that's us. Yeah. That's us. Yeah, that's us. I go through lots of ammo, so yeah, I'm not going to do that kind of thing. What this is a go-to varmint gun, all right? In East Texas, you need to have a rifle like this. It's fast, handy, easy to point. That's what you're really looking for here. Even when I deer hunt or hog hunt, guys, I think the farthest shot I've ever had here in Texas is like 60, 75 yards, maybe max. I mean, we just can't see that far. We got trees and brush and swamps and vines and alligators and snakes. Oh me, oh my! But yeah, I'm extremely pleased with this. All right, so I had a couple other things that I had ordered to put on it, but let's go back to the Ruger. Okay, first of all, the first Rugers they came out with, it was way back when during the assault weapons ban. Hold on a second. Yeah, you remember the assault weapons ban? We could have things like this. All right, and actually, this is really fun to shoot. Little 9mm. If you know what it is, you know what it is. But we could have things like that. You couldn't buy an AR or an AK or anything. And then Bill Ruger came out, but it had a 5-round magazine. That's always been a weakness for Rugers, okay? Ruger is not like an AR, okay, where you can slap just any magazine in there. No. For the most part, Rugers are proprietary magazines. I haven't really had much luck throwing aftermarket ones in there. I have heard these days that there's some good aftermarkets. I don't know, but I'll take their word for it, right? But yeah, so the first one I had a little pencil barrel to it, okay? And there was nothing up here for a scope. You couldn't put a scope there. You would have to do fancy things and a little pencil barrel, and you'd have to put a gizmo up here for harmonics to try to stabilize your barrel. They had an expensive one that actually went into the gas tube, and then one that just drilled and tapped right here. And that would, then he made one with the scope rings. You all remember those steel scope rings that he put into that. Then my last Ruger Mini 14 before this was in the 223. It had a better barrel, a tapered barrel. It was a shorter barrel, though. I had that 16-inch version with that flash hider. I'm like, you younger guys can do that. You're not going to mind the noise, but yeah. I much prefer a little bit longer barrel these days and no flash hider. But this one here is like the latest, the greatest. It's chambered in 5.56, not 2.23. All right. And with age, I've learned a few things, right? Now, this scope's got this, I haven't even turned it on, some sort of a light over here. Yeah, I don't care. But yeah, it held at 0 pretty good. So, but so anyway, that's what this is. And like I said, if it has a drawback to it, I mean, it's the proprietary magazines. Other than that, Yeah, it's older technology. It's not. I truly believe that the AR never should have been adopted in the military, and because they were just, I had it. I had the M16A1 when I was in. So yeah, I'm dating myself, right? But the direct gas impingement system, it dumps all the crap down into the chamber. Now, I know it looks cool. Everybody's out there in their skinny jeans and their camo leotards doing the freaking bunny hop and dropping magazines. And what do they call that stuff? Oh, yeah, tactical. And hey, more power to you if that's what you want. All right. If you want to go out there and be just like everybody else. But I never thought they should have adapted the 5.56 for the military, all right? And the military's getting away from it. They've got that new 8.7 or whatever. It's pretty much almost back to 5.56 by 51. Or, you know what I mean, the 308, 7.62 by 51. Brain fart. The 308 caliber Winchester. So it's almost back up to there. All right. Now, for what I'm doing, which is a lot of target shooting, a lot. I'm an old guy. I'm retired, and I belong to a gun club, and yeah, I get to go out and shoot. And for doing that, and for general around here, that'll make a great deer rifle too. What I usually shoot in it is I've been stocking up on 5.56 by 62 is what it is. Well, 5.56 by 45, but 62 grain Winchester green tip. The barrel twist in it is 1 in 9, so you know it likes medium weight. It doesn't like the real light stuff, which you know that's like 1 in 10 down there. But 1 in 7 likes really heavy stuff. You know, like 77 grain up into that range. About 1 in 9, you know, about 62 grain. That's pretty much where it likes to feed. You can shoot lighter, but yeah, I like the little bit heavier bullet up there. But like I said, I'll put a couple of little short things on there and some pictures of the targets. Now, keep in mind, this is just an old man sitting at a table resting on his elbows. I didn't take anything out for accuracy or anything like that. But so far, I am absolutely, I'm enjoying it. I think it's going to be exactly what I like, you know? And anyway, I'll put, God bless for now because I won't come back later on this video. I'll put some pictures of the targets and a couple of little short videos on there if I can figure out how to do it. But anyway, God bless. Bye-bye. Oh, that was nice. All right, so my first 3 shots were down here. Next 3 were here, and next 3 were here. What we're doing is setting the scope. All right. Well, and we're there. Okay. All right. It's a high humidity day, so I'm pretty much on. All that shaking is because my scope is fogged. Okay,